Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your man Eric Wilson, and yes, I'm back here with the Orlando Magic. It is the last preseason game before they kick off, the 2019-2020 season next week, Wednesday night, opening night here at Amway Center against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But before they get to that, tonight they have a formidable and familiar opponent in the Miami Heat. So during the pregame press conference, Erik Spoelstra basically kind of was very quick to talk about what he was looking for tonight. Most importantly, he was looking at evaluation as well as looking at making sure his guys didn't go into the red line. But for more, I'll let you guys actually hear from him.
Approaching this like a regular season game you're approaching, how are you looking at it differently what you want from the team? Is it any different than the first three?
Maybe just a few more minutes. So, we've had our starters in the low to mid 20s. Probably a couple of the guys get to around 30. I won't play them 35, certainly not anywhere near 40. But probably just bump up the minutes a little bit. The first 10 guys roughly that I played tonight are the guys that I want to look at. And then after that, the rest of the guys are available, ready to fill in those gaps, and those will still be evaluation periods and opportunities for us to see some of the younger guys.
From your first 10, let's say, do you want that kind of play to exhaust mentality tonight?
Yeah, like in terms of, to our identity, yeah, we certainly want our guys playing hard, building the right habits, but I don't want them going past the red line. I'll probably take them out before that line.
So again, like I said, letting his first 10 guys get out there, just wanted to look and see what everybody's all about. Him and the rest of the coaches are going to evaluate. Now, when you talk about Coach Clifford, a man who has done tremendous things with this team, I basically asked him, I said, with this being one of the last preseason games, what was the one thing that he was looking for going into tonight's game? With the additions that he's made, adding not only a superstar in Markelle Fultz, but adding Chief in there, here is what he had to say.
No, just more purposeful play, which is why for me, this is the ideal team for us to play. Right now, we just, including the first three games, we just give away too many possessions, at both ends of the floor. That where our purpose, be it offense or defense, is not nearly what it'll need to be to play well in the regular season. And to me, Miami, they have a way to play. They know how they're going to play, and they play it. And you have to play well to beat them. And that's what we need.
Again, some other things that he spoke about during this pregame press conference was this team over the last 20 to 25 games last year was 15th in offense and first in defense. So what Coach Clifford was looking for basically was, as he put it, a similar defense, but getting back to that same level and being better on the offensive side of the ball. The two biggest approaches that he mentioned, the first was their strength and positional size, and the second was basically how they came to approach the game. Yeah, Fox Sports Radio, 1070 The Zone, WKII Sports Arena. We are back here at Orlando Magic versus Miami Heat preseason. This is the last one, of course, before opening night next Wednesday. So, listen, this team got off to a kind of a slow start. Both teams did, actually. Miami seemed to get in a lot of foul trouble in the beginning, causing about 3 to 4 fouls within the first half of the first quarter. However, they did come away, pulling away by 1, 27-26. And I think a lot of that had to do with the rebounding. You look at the rebounds for the Miami Heat, 16 in total between offensive and defensively. Meanwhile, for the Magic, only 10. So what happens in the second quarter? The second quarter, which I found to be very interesting, they rolled out the second unit, which is MCW, Terrence Ross, Mo Bamba, Al Farouk Aminu, and Markelle Fultz. And that team, that collective group, those five, seem to get the spark, the ignite going with this Magic team coming back. Now the Magic are only down by 1 again, 50-49. But what I'm looking at, more or less, is the rebound game again. Total for the Miami Heat, 23, and the Magic, 15. So I'm really curious to see what adjustments are going to be made in the second half of this game. Again, it's preseason, only down by 1. I expect this is going to be a great third quarter onto the fourth, and ultimately, in my opinion, a Magic win. We shall see. The Magic lost by 9 points, 107-98, again, to the Miami Heat. So congratulations to them. Coach Clifford, after the game, spoke about a couple of things. First thing he said was, their defense, they look good after the start of the second half. I mean, they came out, they had a lot of good energy, their defense looked good, but of course, turnovers was the problem. And for Miami, when you're able to get 10, let me try to have this right, 10 fast break points in one quarter, the other team's not going to be so successful. So, again, it shows that the Magic are just starting to get into their rhythm. I'm not going to look too much into this because it is. It's an exhibition game. It's preseason. Wednesday night, opening night, that's the night where we're going to see the starting five who, let me say this, in the first quarter when they came out, they looked like the Orlando Magic team that we saw last season towards the end, who was going to make that run like they did towards the playoffs. Their approach, their execution, their timing, their decision making, all of that's going to get better as this week progresses, leading up to opening night next Wednesday against the Cavaliers. I did have a chance to talk to Aaron Gordon as well as Evan Fournier, and they kind of echoed the same sentiment. AG was like, listen, we got to tighten up our execution. That'll get better in time. We've got to get our rhythm going. We just got to get comfortable. Everybody's starting to feel comfortable, getting back together, playing with each other, and getting that timing and that rhythm all down. Evan Fournier, a guy who's had back issues. Even though he played all summer, he still has a little bit of back issues. This man was just happy to play, get back out on the court with this team, and see what the Magic can do. He said this team, they lead with their defense. Again, why they were number one in defense for most of the second half of last season. Creating offense for the defense. I think that's going to be the key crucial element of this team. I think it's going to be their MO and the thing that's going to have them, not only lead in games, but keep them in games. And this basically getting the turnovers. And he said it wasn't just this team, it's in the entire league, and that's going to be the key ingredient. Getting the turnovers. When you get the turnovers, you get the easy baskets, you get the W. So again, congrats to the Heat. It's a preseason game. The Magic finished 500 for preseason. But Wednesday night, that's the night where it's going to be the telltale sign of what this team is going to look like for the rest of the 2019-2020 season. Your man Eric Wilson, Sports Arena, 1070 Zone, WKII. I'm back. 2019-2020 Orlando Magic season. Hey, it's been great. Check me and the crew out on Saturday from 11 till noon on 1070. Check us out Sunday at Rafferty's Treehouse, downtown Sarasota. But more importantly, next Wednesday, date is the 23rd. I had to think for a second. 23rd against the Cleveland Cavaliers. It is opening night as the Magic push forward yet again towards a great season. I'll talk to you guys then. Have a great night. Peace.